What other people think of me is none of my business. Revolutionary, right? Breathe that in. What other people think of me is none of my business. In a world where we are taught to seek approval and seek validation, for me, it was pretty mind-blowing to land on that. I have no control over how people think of me. And when I abandon myself to jump through hoops, to be more likable, to gain approval from a place of inauthenticity, from saying yes when I mean no, then I'm not creating anything useful. What I'm creating is a version of me being liked that doesn't actually exist. So I'm not even giving the person an opportunity to love me, to see me, because I'm performing, right? And there's no connection created there. And connection's such a big topic on this channel for multiple reasons. I've got a grounding in yoga, and my background is one of atheism. So I had no sense of connection. I felt very alone. I had a lot of aloneness and loneliness within the aloneness. And that loneliness and aloneness was present when I was with people. It wasn't alleviated by having a partner, by having very close friends, amazing people, because I wasn't able to really show all of me. I was too busy looking at what I perceived other people's expectations were of me. I was so busy earning my worth, my value, that there was no connection. In fact, it was anxiety inducing a lot of the time. So what other people think of me is none of my business was such a huge weight off, and it's one that I forget at times. You know, I'm not completely free from this, and I now remember when I have a feeling that comes up in me, then that's for me to look at. And our language works against us in this. I kind of pointed to this in the last video that I created about relationships, where it's like, so-and-so made me feel. You made me feel. And now I am. You made me feel angry, and now I am angry. I'm identified with the feeling. It's not just something that I'm experiencing. It's who I am in this moment. It's powerful. And not only that, but I am now this because of something that you did. Now, when other people's opinions, other people's experience of me is none of my business, then no matter what it is that they're saying, no matter what it is that's coming up for them, I can hold that lovingly with a boundary, knowing that it doesn't have anything to do with me. How is that? What do you mean it doesn't have anything to do with me? Is this making sense? Are you tracking this right now? Or are you just like, women, what are you talking about? So let me see if I can unpick it a little bit more for you. We all experience life through our own lenses, through our own experiences that create beliefs that create patterns of thinking. So reality out there, the world outside, as it is outside, is neutral. It's as it comes into us that we put meaning on it. And so when someone behaves in a certain way, we make that mean something about us. And this is done subconsciously, unconsciously, however you want to phrase it. Then the feeling comes up, and then I'm all out of whack inside. And I'm looking at you and I'm blaming you for how I'm feeling. And then all my power is gone. I have no power because your opinion of me has made me feel, or your actions have made me feel. And life is only always happening inside of you. Your life is happening and unfolding inside of you, which is the only thing that you have any kind of agency or choice over, is how you choose to respond, how you choose to relate. So how someone else perceives me is really nothing to do with me. And if you think about it, even if you take certain movie stars or big personalities, there's polarizing personalities in the world, right? Where some people love them, some people hate them. Same person, different filters, different lenses. Now, for you to be free, for you to be able to move through your life and really be free from other people's opinions, be able to act in a way that is authentic to you, for you to be able to speak what is true for you, your truth, your power, your presence. It requires knowing who you are and what matters to you. And they're really big questions that many of us don't necessarily look at until we do. And even if you have looked at these things, it's worth revisiting and checking in. So who are you? Not how old you are, not your name, not your gender, not your job. But who are you? And really sit in that. And if you're not sure, then spend some time with yourself. If you are lonely when you're alone, then I think it's sad good as it says you're in bad company. And I don't say that lightly, because like I say, this is an experience of mine. I was incredibly lonely everywhere I was, actually, in the relationships, in the friendships, lonely, all on my own. I had no connection to me. I wasn't very kind to myself at the time. And I took on the weight of the world in everything that I did. Everything felt like a responsibility of mine. And I took responsibility for absolutely everything except my own happiness. So if you can relate to any of that, then my suggestion, my invitation to you is really sit with, who are you? Spend some time with yourself and think about what really matters to me. What are my values? Get super clear on that. And you don't need to be in a rush about any of this. These are questions that you can sit in and with and start to allow the answers to arise, because every answer that you have, every question that you have, the answer for you, it lives inside you. It can be useful to spend time with people in the question. And I've had conversations with people who'll ask me directly, what should I do? And I have no answers because I don't know. I can share my experience and I can share my truth. And then you can see how that feels in your system. And we can start to uncover what is true for you. And the truth can feel scary at times. And after a lifetime of approval seeking and people pleasing and looking for validation and love in the world out there where it never lasts, and switching that in, being able to give that to yourself, it's powerful, and it's big work. It's big work, it's exciting work, and it's uncomfortable work at times, and it's not for everyone. So, I mean, it is for everyone, actually. It's for everyone. Everyone's gonna land there at some point. I really believe that. Everyone gets tired of seeking and never finding. And you get to choose when you're ready. So I cancel that previous statement. This is for everyone. It's not always comfortable. It's always simple. And there's always support available. That can be found in a video, can be found in mentorship, in coaching, can be found in books. I have so many books that have been great companions to me as I have learned more about who I am. And I have mentors and I have coaches who help me to see the places where I may be inauthentic, I may be hiding, I may be not acting in alignment with what's true for me. I think that's all I have for you today. I never know really what I'm going to say when I sit down to record these. So as always, I would love to hear what you hear in this for you. And if you would like any support with who you are, then get in touch and we can get into conversation. Sending you so much love, and speak soon.